Good morning and welcome to Leadership Tip Tuesday with Coach Ellis. Hey, this is the day when I spend a few minutes talking to leaders, whether they're emerging, existing, or exiting leaders, whether they lead a small organization or a multinational company, your family or a nonprofit. Leadership principles pretty much are the same. So I spend just a few minutes talking to leaders about these leadership principles. Now, some of you say, well, Coach, where you been? Coach has been under the weather for the last couple of weeks, so we're just now getting back on our feet. So here's the tip of the day. I want to start with a quote. This is by one of our former presidents, Mildred Fillmore. An honorable defeat is better than a dishonorable victory. An honorable defeat is better than a dishonorable victory. Sounds kind of like a Klingon, about honor, dignity. But what this really talks about is a leadership principle that I learned in the Army, or was reinforced in the Army. I actually learned it from my father, but was reinforced in the Army. So, Pinky, this principle is, let's do the hard right versus the easy wrong. And so, Lady D, what really gets to is this idea that as leaders, we're responsible for protecting and promoting integrity. Now, here's the hard part here, Belinda, is that if we're honest about it, when we're leading people, it's easy to be distracted by what people want. It's easy to be distracted by what's right in front of us. And our leadership integrity says we must have the big picture, long view, and do what is right. The expedient thing may be more profitable in the short run. But a breach of integrity will cost you more than you can ever measure in dollars in the long run. So what I want to encourage our leaders today is that an easy wrong is never worth. Do the hard right. And the hard right, as leaders, when we do the right thing, most people will not understand it. First of all, they don't have the vantage point we have. I understand that if I use a mechanic as an example, I understand that the guy turning the wrench may see it one way, but the guy running the business may see it another way. I understand that if a general sees big picture and then a lieutenant may see just what's right in front of them, and just because it may not be right for you does not mean it's not right for the organization. And as a leader, what I found is sometimes I have to really fight myself, because the right thing doesn't necessarily feel good. The right thing doesn't necessarily make me feel good about myself. Sometimes the right thing is hard. In fact, that's why you're the leader, to help make those hard decisions. An honorable defeat is more valuable than a dishonorable victory. Now somebody's going to say, well, a win's a win. And in business and in life, that simply is not true. It's how you do this. Because how you do it is more important than the results. We must be careful not to get caught up in this results-oriented world, to win at all costs, to make it happen at all costs. When I talk to folks who work with me in a subordinate role, I let them know if I insist that you do something, never let it be at the cost of your integrity. Because your integrity is not worth the bottom line. In fact, I will go this much. My integrity is worth more than the bottom line, and that is the bottom line. So don't ever, as leaders, sell your integrity for a win. So I want to affirm this with you today. Your affirmation on integrity as a leader could go something like this, Dr. Mosby. Could go something like this. That I am a person of integrity. And my integrity is worth more than the bottom line, and that is the bottom line. There's nothing that happens in business, there's nothing that happens in the world that is worth me giving up my God-given position to be right. To be correct, to do the right things. I affirm that I will do the hard right versus the easy wrong. I affirm that when my integrity is challenged, I will lean back to the principles in which I was that was instilled upon me from a childhood. When I am challenged to do the right thing because it's easy to do the wrong thing, I will always defer to what's best in the long run for the most amount of people. The bottom line, my integrity is worth more than the bottom line, and that is the bottom line. Hey, I'm Coach Ellis. If you got questions, comments, or concerns, hit me up at coach@elliscrum.net, or you can catch me on Facebook at Coach Ellis. Until next Tuesday, have a one-tabless leadership and integral Tuesday. God bless you. We'll talk to you later.